Safety standards are defined by the minute-to-minute behavior of the leader on the floor. What you walk past, you accept. When a leader stops the job to address a frayed sling or an unguarded ledge, the team observes a lived requirement for safety. If that same leader ignores a hazard to meet a production deadline, the crew learns that the official manual no longer applies. A hazard is anything with the potential to cause harm, like a spinning conveyor. Risk is the chance that hazard actually harms someone. A guarded conveyor is a hazard, but the risk is low. Remove the guard and the risk becomes critical. Effective leadership requires identifying the hazard first, then taking active steps to drive the risk down. Safety depends on these controls, not on hoping the crew is careful. To reach a safe system, evaluate the hierarchy of controls from the top. The top 3 tiers are most reliable, functioning independently of human memory. Administrative controls and PPE occupy the bottom. TPE is the last line of defense, relying entirely on correct usage. Consider a noisy compressor, a health hazard causing long-term damage. Mentally formulate your controls. You could eliminate the noise by moving the compressor off-site, or use an acoustic enclosure. Only after exploring those options would you resort to earplugs. Superior safety leadership designs the danger out of the system. It focuses on the environment before expecting the worker to adapt to a hazard. The serious injury triangle shows major accidents are preceded by hundreds of near misses. Each report is a free warning, but workers only report in a just culture that fixes the system instead of blaming the person. Without trust, reports stop, blinding the leader. When an incident occurs, the investigation determines the future of the safety culture. A leader focused on blaming a culprit misses the opportunity to identify the underlying systemic cause. The 5 Whys framework bypasses surface-level error. A worker slipped on oil. Why? A pump leaked. Why? A seal failed because it was overdue for replacement. Why? It wasn't on the maintenance plan. Following the whys leads from human error to a systemic gap. Investigations succeed when they result in permanent, high-level controls. Fixing the maintenance schedule ensures the seal is replaced before it leaks, protecting every worker who walks past that pump in the future. A resilient safety culture is a habit held in place by small, repeated actions. The primary tool for this consistency is the toolbox talk, a short gathering to align the crew before the work begins. Effective talks avoid long, generic readings. Instead, they focus on the actual job at hand. By holding up a fractured part and asking the crew for their input, a leader turns a briefing into a two-way conversation that engages the team's problem-solving skills. Mastering frontline leadership comes down to 4 habits: setting the tone by addressing every hazard, controlling risk from the top down, treating near misses as essential warnings, and using the 5 Whys to fix the system. These principles of systemic control apply to the entire SHEQ philosophy. Implementing high-level controls for noise or chemical leaks protects the person, plant, planet, and product simultaneously. Doing the job right first time is the ultimate safety standard.